In this first section, we're going to look at the layout of PowerPoint and in particular tabs, ribbons and groups. When we open up PowerPoint, and in this case I'm working with PowerPoint 2016, we get the option to select a blank presentation or to choose a theme. We can click on the More Themes option to get a look at the full array of themes at our disposal. I just want a blank theme, so I'll select Blank Presentation. Looking across the top, we have what are called tabs. When we click any tab, and in this case we can click on the Home tab, we get a series of tools on this grey area called the ribbon. These tools are organised into groups. These groups are Clipboard, Slides, Font, Paragraph, Drawing and Editing. If I click on any other tab, it has a different set of groups, as you can see. Because there are more options than the space available under the Home tab, Microsoft has added this little launch arrow for Clipboard, as it has for some other groups such as Font, Paragraph and Drawing. So we've looked at the layout of PowerPoint itself. Now we're going to have a look at the components of the actual presentation. Here in the main work area we have a slide. This is slide number 1. This is where we will edit the slide. This thumbnail to the left represents this larger slide. On this slide I can click to add the title to our presentation. In this case, PowerPoint for Beginners. Underneath we can type the subtitle. In our case, it's Components of Presentation. So now we've completed our text for slide number 1. However, this slide needs something as it's too plain. So to remedy this, we can go into the Design tab and get a selection of design themes which we can choose from. We can further expand our theme choice by clicking on the drop-down. If you don't find enough themes here, you can also look online to get additional themes. There are a myriad themes out there. You can hover your mouse over any of the themes and get an idea of what they look like. I'm going to choose this one called Droplet. A really wonderful tool which PowerPoint has is the Design tab, which gives us some wonderful creations. I'm going to choose this one here. So that's slide 1 created, and now we can move on to our second slide. For the sake of this course, we're going to choose not to use the Design Ideas feature, so we just have our base slide Droplet theme. To undo the design idea, we can click on the Undo button or Ctrl and Z, Command and Z on the Mac. We now want to create slide number 2. There are a few ways to create a new slide. Firstly, under Home ribbon we can see New Slide. Clicking this New Slide button automatically gives us a new slide in the same Droplet theme. Alternatively, clicking on the New Slide drop-down gives us a number of options depending on what we would like our slide to contain. Here we have a variety of content and caption options. A final way to create a new slide is to right-click our mouse in the Slide Preview panel and select New Slide. So, as we already have a new slide, we don't need to do this. We have the choice here, by way of a shortcut if you will, to add in some content, be it a table, chart, graphic, pictures, or some icons. In this case, we just want to add in some bullet points to make up our menu. So here we'll add in menu as our title. And let's just say points 1, 2 and 3 here as our bullet points. What's great about this version of PowerPoint is that we can change our theme at any stage. We might not be too hot on the existing one. So let's just change this to the Wisp theme, and we can change it to another colour variant of this theme. So let's go with this pink and charcoal colour, as it offers a really good colour contrast. We don't need a lot of text as PowerPoint is a visual tool. To be honest with you, the less text the better. So let's add in a visual element. To do this, we click on the Insert tab, and I want an image, so we're going to select Pictures. I'd like to take full advantage of what PowerPoint has to offer, so I'm going to choose a picture not from my hard drive, but rather an online picture. So I'll choose Online Pictures. Making sure the Creative Commons box is ticked, I'm going to choose Beginner, as it's a PowerPoint Beginners course, and I'll choose this picture here. PowerPoint automatically gives us some design variants, and I like this one here, so let's choose this. And there we go, we now have our second slide and we're well on our way. So now we want to save our presentation. So we go to File and Save As. Here we actually have 4 options. We can save it to OneDrive if we already have this set up. OneDrive is used to save all your documents in the cloud. I would recommend you set this up, or alternatively have your PC synced to your Google Drive. By default, it will save to this PC. Here you can see the drive and the folder it's saved into. And as you can see here, I've got my machine synced to Google Drive. I've named my file PowerPoint for Beginners. If you want to set up the sync to OneDrive, you can do it here, either for a personal or business account. And finally, you can just browse your machine as to where you want to save it. So that's it for this microlearning piece to get you started with PowerPoint. If you'd like some further help, reach out and connect with me, or maybe even subscribe for similar content and free microlearning courses. If you would like some individual training on PowerPoint, I'd love to help. So it's bye for now, and thank you for watching.